Hello everyone, this is Jessica from Blue Willow Fine Art, and today I wanted to do a watercolor painting on this Stonehenge cold press paper. It's a block. It contains 15 sheets. So I've never used Stonehenge at all, but I had purchased a sample and it feels like it's a really thick paper. And when I was comparing it to the Arch paper, or what you guys have heard me call Arches paper. It's almost as thick as the Arches paper, so I definitely wanted to try it out and see exactly how it was going to do on watercolor paintings, to see if it's an alternative to use instead of purchasing the Arches paper, which is really expensive. So okay, I already have my it just comes with the flat. By the way, just in case you're interested, this bottom portion, it looks like it is glued and the sides are not. The sides are not glued. And then the bottom has got a glue or tape. It's a very, very thin. So see, this is open too. The top is glued or taped. So anyway, I already have my design here that I plan on using. And I am going to be using, let me move some of the stuff out of the way here so you guys can see a little better. But I am going to be using some of the Daniel Smith colors that I have on this painting today. So just in case you're interested. And let me go ahead and begin by telling you that this is going to be a water scene with some mountains, and I have already used masking fluid on them. So I have some masking fluid right here in the water and also down through here, the whole thing covered. And then just the tops of the mountains and just a little bit right through here. So just in case you're interested or you want to do that, you certainly don't have to do that. You can work around, but I just decided to go ahead and use masking fluid on it to make it easier, and also that just to kind of test out how this paper is going to take masking fluid. So as you can tell, it does have, the texture looks similar to Arches. There still is difference, of course, but the thickness, and this is 140 pound. So I can only imagine with a 300 pound. Actually, it's even thicker because I have a sample that I have not used, but I just wanted to keep it for reference in the future just in case I wanted to order 300 pound. But anyway, we'll try it. This is a block. We'll just see how it goes. This color is actually the amethyst. Seems like one thing that is different about this paper is that it seems like it's drying up a little quicker. It doesn't have as long time staying open. I'm going to leave some of these dark spots in it just because it's going to give it some variation. lifting up just a little bit there. Just want a little bit of texture. I don't want a ton of stuff going on here. Still picking up just a small amount of paint on my brush as I'm doing this. And I'm just actually being a little bit rough with it. I'm cleaning my brushes, my brush off. And I'm just gonna kind of go down here and blend that out just a little bit. And let's see, that looks good. I just need some texture in there. Got a towel here picking up. Seems like I can lift off of it, which is good. Oops. That must have been. Now I'm going to start on this side and do the same thing. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, I'm going to wet the bottom and start dropping in the exact same colors that are in the sky and add some reflections. I have the trees that's added in here with just the tops added with a little bit lighter color. Maybe the sun setting is hitting them a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to go in and wet the whole thing and start dropping in colors. You just want to mimic what's going on in the top of this into the bottom to some degree. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I will bring you back once I get everything wet. Okay, so now I decided to wet it down just to here so I could go ahead and start adding in some of the color of just some of the reflections. Just want to put some green in here. Don't really want it to have a ton of detail. We just want to mimic that, you know, there's something going on. It's just a reflection. Okay, so this is how I have it fixed so far. I'm just taking this brush and just really kind of blending that line out a little bit before everything gets dry. And I'm going to do it here too. I'm also going to go and add some more green to it. I feel like it needs more, a little deeper green. So I have some here on my palette that's just kind of dried up a little bit. So I'm going to start here at the base because it's going to be really dark and just kind of go up and add more in it. I'm just scrunching my brush around. It's nothing major. It's also going to help give back that texture where Okay, so now everything's dry, and the paper, just for the record, has bent back into place except for the edge here on both sides, just this very spot. I don't know if it's because this bottom section's dry, but as you can see, I'm not sure if you can tell it, but it has bowed a little bit. Maybe it won't be too bad. Everything has dried back flat so far on this paper. So now I'm gonna go in and start wetting the bottom. And I'm just going to drop in colors from the sky.